Today is Wednesday, July 8th, 2026. We are at the Clearbrook condominiums, parked next to spot 97-2. So this is the visitor spot right there. And we're gonna go where these rocks are right here is the beginning of the old Osseo Trail. Actually, if you look on Gaia, there's kind of two. This would be the right entrance. We're gonna go up the old Osseo partway, bushwhack up one of the Clearbrook slides, and then that'll take us out further up on the Osseo above Whaleback. And we'll start coming back down the old Osseo Trail and bushwhack out to South Whaleback, and then come out on the old Osseo Trail. So it should be about a little over 5 miles, and we'll see how it goes. There are multiple slides in Clearbrook. We're gonna try to climb the one that is gravel and not bare slab. So we'll be off shortly. It's a little bit, I think it's 8:45. Okay, there's even more visitor spots, and it is directly at the start. So I thought we went in at the rocks, but it's just right to the right of that. There's even a blaze. And I mean, this is an abandoned trail, but it actually gets maintenance from people. I think people that live in the condos, I don't know. It's very clear. There are some water crossings on it. Okay, we're a mile up on the old Osseo Trail, and now we're heading off. I gotta get across this without dunking a foot. There we go. Looks like pretty open woods. And we're just heading into the, it's like a bowl area, kind of. Looks like it's gonna be good bushwhacking, at least on the bottom part. We're about a third of a mile in on our bushwhack, and I don't know if you can tell, but this is like an old logging road. I'm gonna go around this way. And we've encountered a couple pieces of flagging. Not sure, some of them were like really random, just by themselves. And a big fire pit that looks like it hasn't been used in a long time. So the bushwhacking is good. I did not put on eye protection or long sleeves yet. And it's all good. And there's Clearbrook is running right here. We are almost to the base of the slide now. So the bottom of this was like hardwoods with a little bit of hollow bush. It was easy, wide open whacking. Then as we started to climb up, we got into some thicker, this kind of like spindly stuff. And now we've opened up again. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. And we are getting there. We're aiming for the left side of the slide, so I think we'll be possibly going through like the run out before we get there. So at a little more than 2.3 miles in, we popped out at the base of the slide, and you can see up there, I didn't zoom in, but some gravel. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna follow the water up, and then out here is a view to Moose Lock, and that is the summit. Okay, so there's Big Coolidge with Moose Lock, and the stream right here. We actually came, there's like a gravel right there. We came around because this is awfully steep. And now, here we are. We're just a little ways up now. It's just so beautiful. We can see these cliffs on the edge here, which, like I said, this is like a big bowl. And so that's like one side of it. we've been coming up right along here because there's bigger rock. This kind of stuff it's loose. It's not unlike the South Slide, and there's plenty of big rock in this though, so it's nice. And it's not super steep, so we're just picking our way up on the big rocks, enjoying the occasional breeze. Could use more. Blueberries are starting to change. I actually saw a ripe blueberry yesterday. One ripe blueberry. Wow, what a beautiful day. Okay, I gotta catch up to John. This is totally fun. I hope that the top bushwhack out of it is not too bad, but we shall see. You can't have everything. That one's just about ready. I think I'm gonna eat it. So after that last video, we consulted my planned track, which I was planning to stay left. And at the bottom, it was kind of wet and it got tight right there, down there. And John said, I don't want to go through that. What if it's like really wet? So we didn't. And then the reason I had us going there was because if you go up where we were before, it does not ever meet up. So I wanted to go along the larger portion, and that would make a shorter bushwhack. Maybe not.
Yeah, a little
not
bit shorter,
much,
probably.
but a little bit shorter bushwhack and a more slide. So we just came through. It was a little bit tight right there, but short, like less than 100 feet probably.
Yep.
And now we've got this humongous open, much more gravelly looking slide. Yeah. But I was planning to kind of stick in this gully.
Trough,
yeah, although it is a little bit wet, but that's okay.
No, I thought it was going to be wet slab.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
This is an active slide.
So there are, I guess, 2 slide tracks or 1 slide that's partially revegetated in the middle. The other side was lots of fun to climb, but maybe not as big as this one. I mean, definitely not as wide. All right, up we go. Do I have a view here? Yes, I still have the view. Okay. Just a little further up. So definitely my plan to go up this gully was the right one. This, I'm sure it doesn't show. Very, very steep right there. And all of this is just loose when you try to walk in it. So it would be very time consuming, energy sapping to go up that. Not dangerous, just annoying. We're gonna walk up here. There is a little bit of flowing water still in some spots on this, but it's basically dry. Beautiful. That's Coolidge. Now we're getting more expansive views to the southwest. This is probably the most active slide that I've been on. I'm actually like, it's just sliding. You step and it just goes. Luckily it's all small rocks, but it is somewhat tedious. You're not going to fall anywhere because you get buried. Crazy. Okay. Ooh. Yikes, we're almost there. The bottom was much nicer. Looking across.
Turkey vulture up there?
Where? There. Yep, turkey vulture.
He's waiting for
us, right? Okay.
This slide is exhausting. All the rocks move. And it's quite steep, so it's like walking in quicksand. Laura's making her way up. She's a trooper. It's hard work. Okay, well, as you can see, there you go, that's level. It's pretty steep here. I can't imagine trying to climb up that part. All those loose rocks. We stayed where the rocks are largest, right around those trees down there, and it was very challenging. So, okay, that's fun.
Okay, we've been on the slide, I think for like an hour. It's really cool though. And we are right at the trigger point now. It's like 20 feet away, right there. We're gonna sit and enjoy an apple. And wow, it's quite steep off to the side. You can see we came up right along here. And this would just be, it'd probably be fun to go down it, I bet.
The sod.
Yeah, kinda. Loon ski area right here. All right. Wow. Awesome. We are off the slide now. I would say we had like, it wasn't even a super thick area ever, but kind of a push through for maybe 50 feet. And now we've got this, we're in like a big flat area. If you look at the lines of declination, and we're just kind of make our way back to the old Osseo Trail. This is nice. All right. Next stop will be the bushwhack for South Whaleback. Oh, mushrooms. The bushwhack off the top of the slide was about 1/10 of a mile. Now we're back on the old Osseo Trail, heading back towards the parking area. And we're gonna go past the summit of Whaleback and then go downhill a little bit. And we will be bushwhacking out to South Whaleback, which should lead from the left side of the trail. That slide was really fun, really beautiful, and really active. It was definitely, I think, definitely the most active slide we've been on. But just like loose gravel, it wasn't like big rocks that were gonna hurt you or anything. But just be aware, it's a lot of work. Okay. So right after the summit of Whaleback, as you're descending, Whaleback has, the trail goes within 5 feet of the summit, and there's no canister or jar or anything. It's not on any list that I know of, but there's this little outlook. So there's a piece of yellow flagging, and you can't miss it if you come up here. We've got views out to the Hancocks. Pointy thing is Mount Hitchcock. There's, this tree is in the way. The Tri-Pyramids out in the center here, right there. And then the Osceola's in here. Out in the distance is Sandwich Mountain, and then kind of sticking up right behind the slide here is Tecumseh, and then of course this is Scar Ridge. In front of this is Black Mountain, and South Whaleback is that right there. All right, it's quite a bit lower. Excellent. It's nice to get a view, huh? We are gonna leave the old Osseo Trail now. John is on the old trail. It turns right here and goes that way. And we're going to, if you look at a map, we're just gonna beeline it for South Potash, or sorry, South Whaleback. There are 2 bumps, and we're gonna try to skirt around the first bump because it's not the high point, and we don't want to do any extra elevation that we don't have to do. I did not put on long sleeves or eye protection yet, so we'll see. We're getting down into the hardwoods, so there's still a mix in here. We'll see if I need it. And it is 72 degrees. It's funny, I stopped on the slide and took off my backpack, and my drop thermometer was laying against a rock, like a black rock, and it registered 100 degrees. It was actually quite comfortable in the sun. Definitely not 100. Okay, here we go, out to South Whaleback. We are up on the summit area. It's pretty flat. Like, you don't have to climb steeply to get up here at all. It has a real canister. The canister has been chewed through on the top, so this is actually a hole right into the canister. And there's a book inside that is placed in 2014. It's got plenty of space left in it. We were the first people to sign in this year, and there's some old bags jammed up in there, so maybe that's protecting it. I mean, it's inside of a baggie. I did not put on eye protection or a long sleeve shirt. I was fine coming through. So we're just gonna, we kind of came to the side of the little bump. There's
the other side on the way back.
Right, and on the other side we're gonna go, other way we're gonna go out the other side of the bump. And that should put us a little further down the trail. And yeah, these were really nice woods. Wide open, so that's good. And this was a great day. I enjoyed it a lot. Probably won't shoot much more because once we're back on the old Osseo Trail, it's just
all the same. Yeah,
it's just the trail. I mean, we took it for 1 mile. We're gonna come out, I don't know how far up past that, but not too much further probably. And I have other videos with the Osseo Trail on it anyway, so there you have it. South Whaleback. Pretty nice. And that slide was nice too. It was a great day. Should be, I'm at 4 miles now. I think it should be around 6. It was what I mapped it out to be. I don't know, I don't think we deviated all that much, but it's usually a little bit longer than what you plan for when you're mapping a bushwhack. So it might be, 6 1/3 or something like that. Okay, done. South Whaleback. We are coming back to the parking lot right now. I can see it through the trees here. And I am at almost 6.6. John is about a 1/4 mile behind me, so that's on par for our watches. I don't know. In any case, this was awesome. I think I will go back sometime and climb the other side of the Clearbrook slide there. The one we started on, that looked more like the South Tri-Pyramid slide that had like chunks of slab in there. I think that would be really fun to climb. That's maybe a little bit shorter than the other one. So, I don't know. I think it's still worth it. The left side that we went up was really, really active. Small gravel. But fun, of course, and with lovely views. All right, and now we're popping out right at all the visitor parking right here, and we're parked in the single visitor parking right down around the corner here. Excellent. That was Clearbrook slide and South Whaleback.